Hi everyone, it's me, Shannon. I haven't been on for a minute. I apologize. Last week was crazy, and this week, again, Thursdays are just crazy now. So I'm thinking Tuesday is going to be my new day of the week that I pop on here and talk a little bit about some common parenting struggles that maybe it's hard to admit that we're going through, but I think it's important that we put it all out there on the table. And so I invite you to join me in the conversations, ask questions, let me know when you pop on, say hi, and definitely engage with me during this. You don't have to just sit there quietly. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about when you're done. How do you know when you're done? I know as a mom of three boys, there was a period of time I was a stay-at-home mom for about 3 years. I was a stay-at-home mom until my youngest was about one. So at that time I had a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-year-old, and I was home all day with them. I was also a foster mom at that time, so I had two about the same age. My middle son and my foster daughter were 2 months apart. So at one point, as a stay-at-home mom, I had three in diapers, and they were all 5 and below. So I know the struggle is real. I know how hard it can be, and I know when you are in that situation, you can't tap out. So I would love for you guys to put some stuff in the comments. What have you done as a stay-at-home mom or a single parent mom or dad when you're just done and your partner's not there? How do you calm yourself down so that you don't go crazy psycho parents on the children, because nobody wants that. I have a friend that refers to herself when she gets like that as the dragon. So we don't want to be their dragon, but we can get there if we don't have help. So one of the things that I found that helped me when I didn't have somebody to tap out, somebody to tag in, if it wasn't blood or fire, walk away. Just walk away. Don't get into those power struggles. Slowly back out of the room. Call a friend. I know that sounds funny, like it's a game show, but do it. Call a friend. Just close the bathroom door and sit there and pray, read your Bible, whatever you need to do. Take some deep breaths. Stand out on the patio if you have one of those sliding glass doors so you can see that the children aren't killing each other. But you don't have to engage, so that you can take a few breathers and be the best mom or the best dad that you can be for your children. So how do you guys let your spouse know that you're ready to be tapped out, that it's time, you're done? How do you do that? Do you have a code word? Do you not have a code word? Is it terrible? Does your spouse not know when you're ready to be done? Or do they tag in too quick and then kind of accidentally disrespect you or undermine you in front of the children because you were actually fine, but they thought you weren't fine? So how do you navigate that? I'd love to hear your comments and see what you have to say about that. I know in our house, we just have an open dialogue in front of the children, as long as it's respectful, obviously. And he'll say, "Hey, babe, your voice is getting a little bit high. Do you need to walk away?" And I'll take over. And if I'm fine, I'll say, "No, I'm actually fine, but thanks for telling me about my tone. I'll watch that." And it's okay to let your children see that conversation and hear that conversation, because it's showing them you're doing a lot of stuff. You're modeling for them what appropriate communication looks like. You're showing them that you respect each other, and you're problem solving in front of them. I'm putting up my fingers down here, you can't even see. You're problem solving in front of them. So you're teaching them a lot when you do stuff like that, as long as it's appropriate, respectful communication. So it's okay to do that. Other couples I know just kind of have a word or a look. Again, as long as it's respectful, as long as it's appropriate, have that. Say, "I'm done, tap out, you're in. I'm throwing my hands up, they're yours." Right? But we don't want to say horrible things about our children in front of our spouse. I know we're all guilty. Don't do it, but nobody's judging you. Don't judge me. So have that word. If it needs to be an incognito word because your kids maybe take advantage when they see that one of you is getting frustrated, or if they know what that word is. Everybody's got different personalities of kids, different intellectual levels, different age levels. So if you need to have like a code word, do that. Or if you can just say, hey babe, I'm done, it's your turn, do that. But everybody needs a tap out. Everybody needs a break sometimes. And it's really important that you have that that time and that respectful interaction with your spouse so that you can do that. And again, for you single parents, my heart goes out to you. It's terrible. Call a friend, call your parents, get on FaceTime and have somebody that they respect on there just telling them what's going on and how they need to be better. So I'm distracted by the messages over there and put that in front of me. So going into that, don't disrespect each other in front of the children. Don't say derogatory things to each other in that moment. You're heated, they're heated. The kids are seeing that, and it's really easy to accidentally disrespect each other when you're in those power struggles with the kids, or you're done, you've had a hard day at work, you're like, hey babe, why aren't you stepping in? And then all of a sudden they step in, but they're not intervening with the children, they're correcting you in front of the children, like, why are you yelling at them? And that is not the time, even if it's true, even if I know I need to check myself sometimes, I know that I need to be told to slow down, take a break, but you don't do that part of it in front of the children, because then they now know that you're being disrespected by the other person, and now they feel that they can disrespect you. It's been modeled to them, right? You're always teaching them. They're always watching you. There's always a teaching opportunity. And so when you accidentally disrespect your spouse like that, it's ingrained in your child. Like, oh, it's okay to say that to daddy, or it's okay to say that to mommy because the other parent did. Sorry, guys. Fighting this bug. So if you pop on, just say hi and let me know you're here, and go ahead and ask questions and put comments in during this. So along with the disrespect, be on the same page. So it's really important to have these conversations before you go into disciplining your children or setting those boundaries, that you both have the same idea as mom and dad of what that looks like. Like, we don't allow this at the dinner table. That's a we don't allow this at the dinner table, not mom hates it and dad thinks it's okay. Because then the kids are split and you're going to have conflict at the table or wherever else in life. And if you guys didn't have that conversation before, and now you're here, you're at the dinner table, and there's a toy gun at the table, right? And mom's like, absolutely not, no weapons at the table. And dad's like, nah, it's fine, let him have it. Now this longer argument is happening, and this conversation is happening at the table, and the kids are like waiting with bated breath, right? Who's going to win? So who's wearing the pants? Who is the ultimate trump card, if you will, in this family? And you guys should have that worked out, not in front of the children. And if you do have one of those interactions in front of the children, and you realize, hey, we're not on the same page, mom and dad are not agreeing, don't have that argument in front of them. Just look at each other and say, we need to have this conversation behind closed doors, because I didn't realize that you didn't feel the same way I did about this. And just kind of agree to disagree in that moment. And somebody needs to be the bigger person and say, okay, you can have it at the table this time, or no, mom says no, this time take it down until we figure out what we're going to do. Again, sorry, you guys. So it's just about respecting each other in front of the children so that they don't think that they can disrespect the other one. And I would love to hear from anybody who is a step parent in these interactions, and how you've navigated kind of when you're at your wit's end. Like, what if you're a stay-at-home mom and you're the stepmom, and you're done, and the kids already have a hard time kind of adjusting to you and your new role? What do you guys do in that situation? How have you navigated that? Or is that something that you would really like to hear more about and that you need help with? I've never been a step parent. I've had a step parent, and I know that was probably really rough for him, because I wasn't the nicest kiddo. So I know now as an adult what I could have done to make life easier on him as a child, but no child's going to do that. So I know what I would have liked to see from him was maybe some more patience, some more understanding, and an ability to kind of make executive decisions without my mom, but know that they were decisions that my mom would have made. So in instances when he was home and he was parenting me and my mom was at work, there was definitely an inconsistency. So I know that made it harder, and I imagine it continues to make it harder for families where there are step parents involved. So again, just know when you're done, have that code word, and don't continue in these these situations with the kiddos when you're done. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to shut that sliding glass door and look at them through the window and be like, Mom's done. Just don't kill each other, okay? That's definitely all right to do, because you want to, again, just be the best for them. And when you're at your wit's end, you're not your best. So tag in your partner. Know what your code words are. Know when you're done. Know what your values are, and what you agree on in parenting, what you don't agree on, and where that middle ground is, so that you can not be at your wit's end so much. So thanks for watching, guys. I will upload this to my YouTube channel as well. So if you're following that, like, subscribe, all that stuff, feel free to share the videos. Feel free to leave comments in response to things I've said. And I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks, guys. Bye.